I am live. One moment, please. Okay, so Sierra just couldn't wait for me to hit the live so she could burp, because that's just my daughter. Let me get over to the YouTube side. It's not working properly. Hey, Sandra Moody. I hope you didn't come in on the burp. Sierra saw that I told her, can you shut Todd's, because Todd's still in school. So they're doing a live lesson. And so I said, can you shut his door and yours so that, I'm not interrupting. I'm doing my YouTube side here too. And she comes standing out there and she's like, and I'm like, so I muted it so that, she's like, well, I didn't need to say anything. I just wanted to burp. Yeah. And now she's coming out where she wasn't bothering with me at all. Oh, there she is. She said she had work to do.
I do, but Jack needs to be on camera for the day.
Jack needs to be on camera. Oh, now my phone's going to ring. Has not rang all morning at all. Oh, God. Let's see. I don't know. One moment. Probably a telemarketer or spam. Yeah. It's nobody important. I figured I was done with my work. I could sit down and do a live stream. So, live commentary. I don't know what that is. I'm checking my.
What on earth why would you think you're able to do that?
Yeah, I know. My daughter. I'm trying to. Oh, there's my live chat replay. I'm just making sure that I'm in the right category. And I got to do my playlist. I did some videos this morning.
Worms and grub, that's what you eat.
Go do the homework that you said you had, Sierra. Hey, Ocean Ran. Go on.
I'm texting my friend.
Why are you standing in the hallway?
Because I can't.
She's never in the hallway.
Stop rushing.
Okay, she's never. She's like, Dear Mama, hi.
Stop rushing me, Mother.
I'm just gonna shut it down because
I can't be on a live stream.
She's got this evil smirk on her face right now, like I want to start trouble smirk. Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
She just got home.
Well, it's boring because Todd's still in school, so I can't bother
You just
him.
told me you had a lot of schoolwork and a project to do. She's got a project to do.
I do. I just don't feel like doing it right now.
So then clean your room.
I don't want to do that either.
Oh my God. This girl. There we go. You want to be on camera? There you are.
It's boring, like I come home from a boring place, then I have to come to another boring place because Todd's still at school doing school. So I can't bother him.
Yeah, I had it all set up for her to do homeschooling just like Todd, and she didn't want to do it because she didn't want to miss her social life.
And it turns out I still don't have a social life.
What?
It turned out I still don't have a social life. So.
She's not in any of her classes with her friends. None of them. Because half her friends went to another school, the one she signed up for, and then changed her mind at the last minute.
Actually, no. I think it's just Sam that's in a different school. And Avery. But I'm just not in any classes.
Hey, Joe.
Besides one that I have. Two, actually. Two friends that you don't know.
I can just imagine. Anywho, I got all my stuff done. Yesterday I spent the whole day. I had cleaned out the bathroom. We have a shelf in the bathroom, and I bought these plastic brown buckets, like woven look, and I put because I don't have no cabinets in there. So I put all the cold medicines, Band-Aids, and everything was just a mess. things that we never use. So I took everything out of there, and I had some bins downstairs that I had extra cold meds, extra aspirins and things like that. Hey, Shift. And I took all that out on the kitchen table last night. It took me all day, sorted through everything. I made up, I had bandages everywhere, Band-Aids everywhere, Neosporin and tapes everywhere. So I took a separate bin with a lid, and I put everything in there for bandages, Band-Aids, Neosporin, tapes, everything. And that's under the sink in the bathroom. I had so much stuff. Threw away a lot. I had years and years worth of prescribed medicines, like things that are expired in 2015. I kept it all in my room, and I had this plastic drawer that you pull out. It sits on my bureau. So I took all that out. I must have had 50 medicine bottles that I had to peel the labels off. And I thought about keeping them and selling them on eBay, the empty, because I know people buy those empty bottles, but I just tossed everything in the recycle. Took me all day to get all that squared away. I made labels for the boxes, the bins, and separated everything. I got them downstairs on a nice shelf where everything's right there. She had inhalers from years ago. I got to get her some new inhalers. So that was done yesterday. Then the day before that, I did all my DVDs. I got them all separated in alphabetical order, not that they'll stay that way. And I moved my cookbooks over to another bookshelf. I think I've got things sorted to cover my mom for the lapse of my dad's income. Oh, I hope so. They should be giving you that money back. Doesn't she get widow benefits too? She should. My coworker did. And it was her ex-husband that passed away, but she still got the widow benefits. I got Chris package Lee along with Loretta's medal and North. Oh, I want to pay you for the postage at least, Joe. Please let me know. I can PayPal it to you, or I can mail a check to you. I don't feel right when people send me things and it's something I'm looking for, or I want to pay for them, or
You
at least
gotta accept gifts. It's rude not to.
Shut up and go in your room, please.
Why? It's so boring.
Take that doll.
No.
We were watching give me that doll. We were watching the Michael Myers movies, okay? And there was a time a couple years ago where she was into those. These are the real doll looking. This was like $100 and something, okay?
My dad.
Look at this hair. This is I hated this. I still hate this doll. I said, this is Michael Myers. Look at this. This is Michael Myers. This is his spawn right here. It's just, she won't keep it in her room now, but she don't want to get rid of it.
Because it's rude because, Dad. Don't throw it. You're going to rip its arm.
She would take that doll everywhere. We got her a doll carrier, everything. Hey, Han Solo. We are dealing, Sandra. It's been hard mentally. You know what? I can imagine just getting up every day, and you're used to a certain atmosphere around the house with him being unruly or just the constant noise around the house. So when it slows down and quiets, it's hard to get used to that. I can imagine, because I've had trouble with that stuff myself. I kept the antibiotics. I have the oxycodones and I kept all that. The stuff I got rid of was like statins that my doctor wanted me to take years ago, and I refused to take them because it hurt my body, and I don't want them, so I just threw the statins away. Stuff like that. I had some golden seal root that I would get from a vitamin shop that back in the day when I was having trouble getting to the dentist, I'd get a toothache and I'd put the golden seal root powder on my teeth and it would help. But I got rid of that because it was 10 years old. But I kept all the antibiotic stuff that I had, and because he just got some antibiotics from his teeth, but he never takes them. So, because he don't like taking pills. So I kept all that. I will let you know what it costs. Don't worry, I just can't use my dad's bank card waiting. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta wait for I'm waiting on my PayPal card because I have PayPal disputes. They did refund me one already, but there was 2 charges from Uber. So, but I had not linked I immediately took my bank account information out of the system of PayPal, but I checked this morning and one was put back and my bank account information was there. So they must have had it from that original charge because I deleted it out of my account, but somehow it was still there because of that charge. So it should go in my bank account in another day or two, but I'm not adding another bank account to it. They're sending me a new card, a debit card, and when my ex sends me my money through there for child support, I'll just go to the ATM and take the money out with that debit card, or I'll use that debit card when I want to make purchases, but it will be just my PayPal balance. There'll be no bank accounts linked to it. I got a little bug here. Hey, Rubberneck. Yeah, right. It looks like Michael Myers. Oh my God. Hey, Sunflower Prepper. So yeah, and today, what did I do today? I have to admit, I got up really early this morning. I can't even remember what time it was. And then I went back to bed. When I knew Sierra was up at like 6 o'clock, I fell back into bed and I didn't wake up to get Todd up for school. He got up though. I slept till like 11. Yes.
Look at the stuff that
She's standing here. Now she's over here. Hold on, mind you.
So
She's standing on the couch, sitting on the edge of the couch. Yes.
this is the stuff Chris sends me. And
because you two have the same disgusting mentality. Something about farts, okay? Something about farts. That's what Chris sent her. It was a meme with a goat or something. Something about
with
farts.
a baby goat coming out the butthole, and it said never ever trust a fart.
It's got a picture of a baby goat's face coming out. Yeah, that's Chris and her relationship right there. They like the gross stuff. Yeah, I'm going to call her doctor's office, which is my doctor's office, and see if I can get a refill on her inhaler. She's got like 5 of them.
I'm not excited for next semester.
And she only needs them at gym class. So she barely ever uses them. But
I'm not excited because I'll have to wear sneakers and pants every day. Because I can't wear jeans and I can't wear slides.
Yeah. You did get some sweatpants, yeah. I'm going to have Brockton over Friday night, tomorrow night.
Oh, God.
Sierra.
What?
What if Gregory's watching this? That's just kind of rude.
I mean, oh God, in like a good way because he's actually kind of funny.
She's so full of it.
I'm not full of it. He's really funny.
He is funny, yes, but
in a bad way, but also in a good way to me, but not to Todd because he harasses Todd.
He harasses Todd so bad.
Oh, Sam's calling me. Bye.
Oh,
I don't have to.
We've been replaced people by Sam.
Bye. How you got home?
They call each other butthole. Shut your door, please. So yeah, I spent almost all day doing the medicines and things like that, and then I did crock pot ribs. And when Chris got home, we just started watching Sons of Anarchy. We're on the last season. And today I cleaned out one of my drawers in the kitchen. Did a couple unboxing videos of stuff that I got. Those will be coming up. But I got up late, so made myself some French fries. That was all I've had. Tonight, I'm making some French bread pizzas that I bought in the box from they're down in the basement in the freezer. Because I wanted something easy. So we're going to have French bread pizzas. Yeah. And then I did print out a few recipes. Let me see. I found a new channel. It's called All Recipes. I know the All Recipes website, but I didn't know they had a channel. So I was watching a few, like I caught up on all my videos this morning, and they had a really good apple crumble, and they had a pineapple upside down cake, and a basic bechamel sauce, which I have my Thrive Life bechamel, but I don't want to really tap into that. So But I haven't finished watching the videos. There's a lot of videos. What are you guys up to? What are you guys? I know I popped into Crazy and Trust Live this morning for a little bit, but I was actually doing stuff. Cleaned the kitchen, did some dishes, cleaned out one of my drawers. I finally unboxed my tea towels from 4Jars and my 4Jars lids. Oh my God, those tea towels are amazing. I'm getting more. Oh, they're microfiber tea towels. They are nice. So nice. So I put them in my drawer, my canning supplies, because when I can, I'm going to take those out. I'm not going to use them for everyday hand towels. Oh my God, they're so nice. Just fed my bow hunters. Nice. Are they out hunting right now? Is it hunting time for where you're at? I know. I slept till after 11, Sandra. I was tired. Tired. You're off of work today? Yeah. It's nice to have a day off. Hey, Lorraine. Congratulations on the 1K subs. Yeah. I found out yesterday. I was over at Fanatic Guru. I love his channel. He does a lot of live streams and he shouts out everyone's channels. And I found so many great channels from going over to his channel. So that's why I go, because I've been introduced to a lot of great channels over there. So everyone, when he does a live, I'll pop in, and his people, they get you up there, and I hit the one. Yeah. Took me February will be 3 years, I believe, that we've been doing it. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to get monetized, though. I have been on the fence about that for so long. I don't know. I know they're going to put ads on my videos anyway. But do I really want to deal with all the restrictions and the copyrights and everything like that, And I'm sure once they go through my videos, they'll find things to knock me down and take it all away from me. It's like, do I want to mess with all that? I don't know. Just got done soaking in a bubble bath while my daughter takes a nap and hubby story. Oh, that's good. I don't do bubble baths. I used to, but I have trouble getting in and out of the tub. So getting down that low, I need a lift to get me out of there. I would. I can't use the microphone. Yeah, I don't know. I've never used those ones, but they felt really good, and I'm going to use them to put my jars on when I put them on the counter when I do canning. I'm going to keep them so they're not nice and stained and everything else. Hey, Miss Sharon. Hello. How are you? Wow, everybody's coming in. It's so nice to see all you guys. I found a lot of cooking channels too, I have to say. I've been wanting new recipes, but I want easy ones. I've been doing the crock pot a little more. I think a lot of the reason why I didn't like the crock pot for so many years is because I think I left everything in way too long all the time, and it tasted burnt and this and that. So I'm learning to really watch it. You will get the crap from YT regardless of. Yeah, I know. We'll see. I'm not sure. I'm sure half of my subs are going to drop off anyway because YouTube does whatever they do. So we'll see. I'm going to wait a while and see. I'm really not concerned with it. I've been having a blah day to relax. Yeah, I'm sure you do, Joe. It'll all even out at some point when everything gets straightened out. It's not easy, I know. Well, you always have us to come here and listen to our gibberish. Boring as it may seem, because I'm not that exciting around here, especially now. I haven't even gone out I just peeled my last cucumber that I got out of the greenhouse, and oh, so good. But the dead vines are still in there, and I haven't gone in there to water. My broccoli's probably not going to make it. I should get off my butt, but just going out there is so cold. I don't even want to go out there. I just don't want to be outside in this weather. I could go outside for 5 minutes and I'll have a sore throat for a week and a half. I just no. But I organized all our DVDs, figured out what I had for different seasons, because like at the Salvation Army, I found American Horror Story season 1, The Unit season 1. So I get them like that. I was buying them off eBay, but then I was getting such crappy CDs and with scratches, and I'm like, you know what? I don't want to take that risk. And then my whole PayPal card got jacked as soon as I did that on eBay. So no, I'm just going to try to collect them other ways, and maybe just once a month buy a brand new box set so I have the whole set. Because I had, okay, so I started a Google spreadsheet so I knew what I had. But I had 2 of the Fast and Furious. I had 2 different Texas Chainsaw Massacre ones. And then we bought a set for Friday the 13th, the whole set. But I had a single one for the first one because I bought it years ago. So it was like I had all these doubles and things like that. And I'm like, no. 90 degrees today, chicken noodle? Oh my God. You've been canning, Miss Sharon? What have you been canning? Oh, let me turn this because now I'm back over here. Okay. If you do, I'd put Chris on his Lazaric Unleashed channel. I know. Well, he hasn't really been wanting to go on computer and do any lives lately. Once in a while, maybe he'll do it, but he'll do it on his. He's been working and so tired. And Sundays, last few Sundays, we've just been kind of relaxing, watching what we've been watching. And we got to open up our Game of Thrones and start watching that. What are you canning, Miss Sharon? Her and her butt crack and butthole. This is what's going to get me shut off on YouTube, I swear. This morning, chicken and veggies and stew, beef and veggies. I caught a sale. Yeah. Get a good sale. I opened a can of the beef that I can. Chuck roast. It was pretty good. I can only eat it once in a while. I'm not a big fan of it that soft, so I'm not doing a whole lot. It is literally 53 degrees, it says on my computer. It feels much colder, and I'm watching the wind and the leaves just blow everywhere. It's crazy. We never had this many leaves come down, especially on our property, because we don't have trees except for way in the back, and they always fell in the woods. It's crazy. I'm watching them just fall in front of my windows. We never had them this close to the house. This is the first I've sat. Everything has been chaos. I can imagine. We're going to have to go through that too. I got 7 brothers and sisters that will help with my parents, though. Thank goodness. But their dad was a single child, and he had to help his mom, and it was a lot. It was a lot because he didn't even live in the same state. So he had to go back and forth. I think tonight we'll probably finish the last season of Sons of Anarchy. We've got a few few episodes left, and then we'll have to find something else. Plus, during the day, if I feel up to laying down or watching TV, I watch a few of my regular shows like Chicago Fire or Grey's Anatomy. I'm collecting that one too. So, because I think I mentioned it before, I just want to have them so that at some point when the kids get older, we could drop all these streaming services and just watch our DVDs. We find that we don't like these commercials. So the DVDs are better. I've just been kind of doing little things here and there, not really setting a schedule or doing anything major. I think I just needed this break for a little while. you know. I've got most of the presents wrapped. I do that ahead of a time. I just got to get some gift cards for everybody that's left, and that's it. I save my boxes and I wrap gift cards in big boxes of all different sizes so they think they're getting something big or something small. And I just like, to have them unwrap something. So I don't always buy those little gift card boxes. I get big boxes that stuff comes in and I just wrap them in that. All right, Shift. £3 of ground beef to do something with. I have a lot of ground beef down on my shelves and I don't like it. I don't like it pressure canned. So I very rarely pull it off. I really should start using it up. And I hate ruining a dish with that. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't think I'm going to do any more unless it was an emergency and my freezers were dying. Then I would start canning it up. But I don't think I'm going to do any more like that. I don't shop to Lori. Hey, Gardner Josh, how are things going? How's the wife? How's Leah? How are the kids? Be charming. Hi. Gosh, everybody's coming in. This is awesome. Yeah, I figured I would do. I had nothing. I had done all my things. I should sweep. I just don't feel like it. And I got to bring my 4 jars lids downstairs into the canning jar drawers. But other than that, I should go downstairs and organize. But I don't even want to do that. I don't even want to do that. We love Christmas stuff done. I'm glad we did it now, my sisters. I'm sure it's going to be a rough winter. It's going to be a rough winter. I don't think next year's going to be any better, honestly, guys. I really don't. I've said this back in 20 when this hit. I said it's going to take years to bounce back. And with this new guy we have in charge, we're going to be struggling for a while. I get my Christmas shopping done early because as they get older, it gets more expensive. She's supposed to go trick-or-treating with her friend Sam, and a few nights before that, we're going to my son's. He has a trail that he decorates. So she was going to be the devil, and her friend's going to be the angel. Well, she couldn't find any costume she wanted at the store. So she found this black slinky dress. Okay, it's like a cocktail dress for her. That's what she wanted. I says, it's going to be cold out. So I said, and I just gave her $100 the other day to go get her nails done and go shopping for a costume. Because I gave her 100, I had to give Todd 100. Because I just don't ever choose one over the other like that. And he never asks for a thing, that child. Okay, never. And all he ever wants is Roblox and Xbox gift cards. That's all he ever wants when we do ask him what he wants. So for Christmas, he didn't give me any list. He didn't want anything. And so when I hand her $100 to go have a good time, I got to give him the same thing because I just don't feel it's right. He doesn't ever ask for nothing. So So then she didn't find a costume, and her nails were more than, it was like $55 for her nails, and she got something to eat while they were out, and she got the wings, the devil wings, but she didn't get the actual costume. She didn't see anything that it would fit her. So she found something online, and I said, look, if you don't wear this, because when it comes, it doesn't fit you and we don't have time to send it back, you're paying me back. You're paying me back this time because I've been buying and buying and buying and buying stuff that you don't really need. I says, it's going to be cold. Why don't you wear your black jeans with the rips on it, wear a pair of black boots and throw the red wings on and the headband you have and just do up your face with makeup. It's just a kid's scary walk and one night at trick-or-treating, but she didn't want to hear it. I said, well, you don't use it. It doesn't fit. Whatever. You're paying me back this time. And you already owe your brother $25 because he bought her an Xbox gift card. Hey, Fanatic Guru. I'm over here yapping away and didn't even see in the chat. I was telling everybody about your channel earlier in the stream. I found some really great channels from you. I was just in a live stream earlier for one of the cooking channels. This guy that he was in your live stream the other day, yesterday, and I went to it, and oh my God, he does some great looking cooking. So he was doing a live this morning, and I popped in there too. That's what I love about Fanatic Guru, Fanatic Connecting Guru. His channel is so relaxed, so kicked back and relaxed, and just, I love it because there's no drama. It's just a relaxing live stream, and he points you in the direction of some really great channels. Wonderful channels. It's so nice to see you. It took us 10 years for us to come back from the ground. I know. And it's going to be another 10, 20, because we keep getting people in there that change things the way they want them, not the way it should be. Don't even get me going on that. Because I try to keep that crap off my channel, but I don't want to start getting, if I do decide to monetize, I don't want to start getting dinged like everybody else. You see Bushcraft, he gets dinged all the time, and he's going through some crap. I don't need that. But just prepare the way, okay, so the way I look at it, and this is probably how I've always looked at things. Think back to the old days, like Little House on the Prairie, how they did things. It was much simpler. You had the handheld beaters, you had the graters, and I'll show you. Hold on one moment, please. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? So this is what I found at yard sales and thrift stores. Don't mind me, I'm in my comfy clothes, but I keep one of these, and I have an old-fashioned beater, okay, with the wood handle, and I lucked out with this at the yard sale. I find these things and I get them because I can still do baking and cooking, which is the most important thing if you think about it. Hey, Mama Bear Strong, we all have to eat. No matter what tough time we're going through, we need to feed our bellies so that we can focus and think about figuring out how to get through our hurdles. And if you have these kinds of things, what does it say on here? Maid of Honor USA. Maid of Honor. MAID of Honor USA. Huh. But I mean, if you have these things that we all our ancestors started out with, they made it through. You've been thinking about me all day, Mama Bear? I'm that memorable. I love what you guys are doing. You guys are getting in there and clearing your land and getting your house done. And oh my God, I'm so freaking excited and proud and proud of you. And I can't wait to see what you guys have come up with and done. Glass onion chopper? I never saw one of those. I've never saw a glass onion chopper. I just did an unboxing of a kitchen gadget that has no electricity that I have been seeing on so many channels, my favorite cooking channels, and I finally broke down. It was only $29, but I finally broke down and got it, and I just did an unboxing. You guys will see it. It's going to make my life so much easier. They have a block up getting ready to do the trusses. I don't know what a truss is. My father and grandfather were house builders. They built houses all over the town that they lived in, right down where I grew up in, and they built stores. They built a variety store. I don't know what a truss is. I know that's bad. I probably do, but I don't know the term. It's bad. I hope my dad don't ever hear me say that. Floorboard. Oh, okay. Did you actually plan out the design of your house, or did you have someone help you with that? Like my dad has all kinds of architect plans rolled up in his room. That way he's, of the whole house and everything. Because when we were going to have a house built, he showed me one of the layouts and oh my God, it was beautiful, but I never ended up getting the house built. That's weird. I'm going to have to look that up. Glass onion chopper with blades. That sounds interesting. I do have my KitchenAid and the attachments for like chopping, slicing, grating cheese, but my grandfather's hutch is in the bathroom and you got to open the 2 doors at the bottom and I have all my attachments in there in those boxes they came in. And it just is so, my KitchenAid is heavy and sliding. It's way in the back of my counter, behind the air fryer, behind the toaster, behind the toaster oven. So I hate taking it out, setting it up. I do it for breads and cake mixes, but to grate cheese as often as I do, I'd rather just have something. So wait till you see it. It's so awesome. I hope she does a video, Sandra, because she's an inspiration. Because I can imagine it's not an easy thing. You bought it? What, the house, is it going to be dropped there? Like brought in the house? Like the modular ones? Or is it... I hope you do. I hope you show us all. You can get glass hand choppers at Walmart. I never heard of a glass hand chopper. It's weird. I'm gonna have to check that out. I know, Sandra. I'm the same way. I have that. I know. I do the same thing. It just seems like, why take out something else? But I'm writing this down. Glass, onion, chopper with blades. Just so I can kind of see what it looks like. No build on site? You can't build on that site? What? That makes no sense.
I found it. It's fine. I pressed on it.
Huh.
And then you can
Guess what, though? You're learning all this, so you'll have that knowledge. Oh, great. What's going on with my phone? I get all these Kohl's and Rural King, and I don't even shop from any of those places, really. I don't know why I just don't delete them off my phone. But yeah, so I was going through my drawer in the kitchen, and I found this in the back, and I have my little handheld one that's flat, and you just hang it over a bowl. I forgot I even had this. I think I have another one of these down in the basement in one of my bins. So, but I keep them. And then Crazy Irish got me that picture with the top of, and the top is one of these. And you just, and I made my milk in that in one of my videos when we had, I needed to make milk. Oh, it's built on site. On site. Plunger with a spring. I can't wait to see what I'm going to have to look it up. But yeah, so it's already 3:30. I can't even believe it. It seems like these days are going by so fast. It's like Sierra's heading off to school, and before you know it, she's coming home. It's like, wow. Are you working on your schoolwork?
No.
Okay, when she walked in, she said she had a lot of work to do and a project to finish.
And I do.
She'll be up all night. She was up when I woke up this morning. I swear it was like 4 o'clock. And then I made sure she stayed up at 6 when I usually wake her up. And then I went to bed. Yeah, that seems like it would be a pain to clean, but it's good to have it. It's good. I make sure I have, like, I got that that hand crank mill grinder too, for any wheat berries that I decide to buy. I haven't gotten any wheat berries yet. I got some in the can from LDS ordering, but okay, Miss Sharon. Have a good day if we don't see you back. I don't know how much longer I'm going to stay on. I just wanted to get in and say hi to everybody, and nobody else was live. So I figured, you know what? Let me just do it. I do have to call my doctors and reschedule the appointment from the other day. Then I can talk to her. Oh, I got a note here. Let me see if I can find it. About what I wanted to talk to the doctor about for the meds I want. What did I do with that paper? It's not here. Of course it's not here. Oh, goodness. I wrote it all down. Of course, I probably threw it away. I probably threw it away.
Oh my God, Caden's old contact.
Let me see. I don't see it in here.
Oh my God.
All right, that means I got to write myself another little note here. Because I want to get more Lancets and test strips, because I don't check my sugars like I should. So I have a big stash of them, but I know that the strips probably expire after a while. And I think my last box that I have is for like 2018. So I don't know how good they're going to be. And I think some are as early as 2015. So I want to get updated ones of that stuff. And I have a bin that I created just for all those. They were sitting in my bureau on this white drawer that you pull out the drawers, but they were so full. I have like metformin from 2021 still, because for a long time I was only taking half of a dose, because I was supposed to take 2 pills in the morning, 2 at night, and my numbers were so good that I started having the prescription and taking 1 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon, and so it made me. I still had a lot, but now I'm back to 2 in the morning and 2 at night. Kids are weird. One I had to stay on top of, the other was self-discipline. I know. Same with my twin, Sandra. Todd gets right up, does all his work. Sierra, oh, she's so much like me. Yeah, I have all my notes over here. See all my notes? I even have, these are labels I made for my bins. Bread, flour, oatmeal packets, jelly, coffee, but I realized I didn't need them because I had all my bins already labeled. So I just keep them there in case I need them again. And I have recipes here, and I got my to-do list and my videos that I wanted to. Oh, there's Chris's money. I gotta keep that. I buried it. And then AAA, I renewed our AAA, and they don't give actual cards anymore. It's all digital cards. So I had to print out Chris's card. So that's here. I had it buried. Then the list of movies I want that I'm looking for. I got all kinds of lists going on here. Oh, my Dixondale Farms. They just sent an email. So I want to get on the bandwagon and get them ordered early, because some that I wanted I couldn't get. They were sold out right away. So I want to order those and have them sent for the spring. So I went through it to see which ones I wanted. I got 3 different types I want. I want the Sterlings again, the Pattersons, and the yellow Spanish. I'm not going to do any red ones. I don't eat red onions enough to grow anymore. And I noticed my red ones, they rotted more quickly. So you get 50 to 75 in a bunch for $15.50. That's not bad. So, and you're guaranteed to grow at least 50. They're guaranteed 50. So I chose the 3 kinds that I want. I may get more. I'm not sure. They also have a variety with a few of each kind. But I got that last year, and I don't really want any more red ones. So I'd rather stick to the white and the yellow. And I chose the ones that have a longer storage. Like Patterson's have a 10 to 12 month storage. And then Sterling's are about 6 months, and the yellow Spanish is 4. The blushes are 5 to 6 months, so I may get some of those. And the Highlanders are 4 to 5 months. But I want to get them ordered and lock in so that I can get the ones I want this time. I know I love the Sterlings too. I still have a ton downstairs. At least, let's see, 10, 20, at least 30 pounds of onions down there. I use them all the time. I know, Sandra. I have all I usually end up just hand cutting stuff too, but I noticed I've been trying to veer away from the shredded cheese in a bag and just have the blocks. And it was hurting my hands to do it by manual. So I figured I've been wanting one since last year when I saw these other videos, and I just finally did it. The $28, $29. And it fits right in the corner of my counter by my stovetop. So it'll be perfect. I could just pull it out. And I'm going to keep the blade in there. There's 3 different blade inserts, and I'm going to keep the one that I shred the cheese with. Keep that one in there. And the other 2 can go right down in the drawer at the bottom. That last drawer where I keep like my oxygen absorbers, my vac seal attachments. I'm just going to keep it right down in there. It gave me a chance to go through that drawer and clean it out, and I found a lot of things that I didn't even know were in there. Sandra, she won't listen until she's out on her own, and my kids too. Sierra, she thinks she knows everything. I'm a boomer. What do I know? It's part of being a parent, I guess. It's almost 4 o'clock. We ate leftover. I made crock pot ribs last night. There's like 2 left. And I made rice pilaf. That was gone. And corn. There's some more corn. I had leftover pasta and sauce because I love that spaghetti sauce I made. Oh my God, it's the best sauce I've ever had. And I've been looking for years for a good sauce recipe. So I had a bowl left. And I'm like, I'm not freezing it. And I am not letting this go down to the trash. So I made more elbows to put in there. And I ate them last night all day. I had a couple for lunch, a couple bowls. And then last night we had some. And I think Sierra Todd finished it off today. Chopper Glass Pampered Chef makes a good one too, but I used to do Pampered Chef. Shredded cheese seems to be drier lately. If I buy any, I've been buying block. Yeah, and I went on a shop when my last shopping. I bought like 4 blocks of cheddar, 4 blocks of white cheddar, 4 blocks of mozzarella, all the ones that are in recipes that I use, so that I could just have them down in that downstairs refrigerator. I bought a couple things of whipping cream, pie crust. I stocked up on cream cheese so that I don't have to go out for a few months at least to get all this stuff. And I just put the earliest expire date in the front, use that first, so that I have everything that I need. You know those pesky things you need for a recipe and you just don't have? Like, oh my God, you need a whipping cream? Well, I bought a couple, just 1 or 2. That way I don't go overboard and waste it and it doesn't get used. And then I buy the milk from the Dollar Tree in the cartons, the shelf stable, and I keep that down in the fridge because we don't drink milk ever. The only time I will have milk is if I'm dipping my Chips Ahoy cookies. So I use that milk. And once I open it, I put it in the fridge and I'll just use it for recipes. And it's $1.25 for a container, and I can get several recipes out of it. And because none of us drink milk. All right, I'll check Mountaineer Mama. Yeah, thank you. I'll say with hand tremors, the knife is getting more difficult. Yeah. You know what I also want to get is that new one. Our Half Acre Homestead had one. It stands up. The push thing is at the top, and it's a mandolin, but it stands up, and your hands are not anywhere near that mandolin. And you push the button at the top, and there's a thing you put your cucumber in or whatever you're chopping, a potato, and it slices it for you. And it doesn't, your hands are nowhere near it. It stands right up. And it's strong enough to put a potato in there. So I'm thinking of getting that too. I forget what it's called, but I seen it. Dash has one, Dash site, but one of her subscribers sent it to her, and I want to get that too because I have a mandolin, a flat mandolin with the little thing that has the sticks in it, the needles in it to hold the top of your potato or whatever you're slicing. But when you get to a certain point, it snags.
What?
And I get nervous. And I've had it for years and years, but I don't use it a lot. So I've been waiting and waiting on it. But I want to get that the stand-up one because no hands get near it at all. Make sure you watch Pinball's latest video. I did watch his this morning. Unless he put out a new one, another one. I watched them all that he had out this morning. FIFO, first in, first out, exactly. Yep, I do. That's how I do all my stuff. Whenever I come home from the grocery store, I write on my item, my canned good, whatever it is, in black Sharpie, the expiration date. And I put that in. If it's older, it comes to the front. If it's newer, it goes to the back. That's how I do all my shelves. If you look back at some of my older videos where I do a tour of my basement,
I'm talking to.
you'll see all the black Sharpies dates on there.
I don't know. She was talking to you, bro. So I don't know why you said LOL because you just like.
What are you guys making for dinner tonight? Anybody have any good stuff to make? I did finally order a food processor because of knowing the tremors. Yeah, I saw one on a channel that I watch, Little Village Homestead. I love her channel. And she got one because hers finally died. And she got a KitchenAid, a very simple one. She said she paid $100 for it, but it's very nice. And that's the one I want to get. It was $79 here because I don't own a food processor. I have the Ninja with the 3 plastic. I have the pitcher, and then I have a small chopper, and you attach it, you touch the top and you push the button, but I don't actually have an actual food processor. So I'm going to look at that one, and that's going to go on my Christmas list. For my, I want. Best Buy date still. Oh yeah. I've used stuff from years later. A lot of the recipes I've been doing lately, my evaporated milk was from 2021. I'm using up all my old stock. Not throwing it away. Dinner, what I gotta make dinner. Be Charming. I did not take anything out. I have some Stouffer's French bread pizzas that Chris used to love. So I'm going to take out, I got a box for him, and then I got one box that had 2 cheese ones. I'm going to make that for the twins. And I have one for myself. It's going to be French bread pizzas tonight. We haven't had those in a year or two. And then I had some round pizzas. I may take one of those out. I just didn't want to cook tonight. I had country style spare ribs last night and corn and rice pilaf. Pork chops and baked apples with cinnamon stick on the side. Oh, that sounds good. Does the canned beef work well for Chinese dishes? I don't know. I've never done it. I'm going to be honest with you. I hardly ever have had canned beef. I just opened up a jar of my pressure canned beef, and that's like the first time I've ever used canned beef. I have a bunch of cans downstairs, like that I got from Walmart when I kept watching everybody's video. Stock up on canned meat. I got chicken and beef, and I think I have some canned ham ones down there, and I never even opened them yet. So I got to find recipes for those to try them out. I have a recipe for. I have a recipe. One moment, please. Right here. Crusty Italian bread. Look at those breads. Oh! Where did I get it from? I don't know because I didn't write it. Usually I write where I got it from. I don't know where I got it from. I still want to make that shipwreck shipwreck skillet from Hillbilly Kitchen. I got that printed out. Mandy in the Making had a couple recipes. Lipton onion soup meatloaf, which we have a favorite meatloaf recipe, so I don't know if I'll do it. Crockpot chicken with onion soup mix. But yeah, I got that crusty. I just have to get in the mood to make a bread. Slow cooker creamy tomato basil chicken for Mandy in the Making. Pineapple Dream dessert. And then Cowboy Kent Rollins Meat Lovers Pizza in the cast iron. Still have to bake the oven baked chicken and rice that I tried and it was a fail. I was going to try it again. I've been looking at cookbooks too. I have a cookbook over here and I have a whole bunch over there I got to go through, and my aunt could talk for hours and not say a thing. I'm going to keep my comments to myself because I have a few family members like that too. Been so busy making meals and stuff to freeze dry. I can't be thinking of what to make for dinner. Be charming. I've seen people do that, Miss Sharon, with making the meatloaf in the jar. Bumblebee Junction did it. And then I've seen mixed things where people say don't put raw hamburger in, and they do it though. People do it. They put the raw meatball mix in there and make a meatloaf this in the shape of a jar, but it's raw going in. And then other people say don't do that. So I haven't done it. I don't know. I haven't done it because I really find I don't like the taste and the consistency of ground beef or pressure canned. I just don't like it. And if we're not going to eat it, why keep doing it? Like I said, I would do it in a pinch. If my freezer started to die out or I lost electricity, I would get in there and I'd start canning stuff. But I'm not going to do, I have so much ground up hamburg in jars down there that I haven't touched, and I got to start doing that. I really don't like canned meat, especially chicken. The smell alone does it for me. Yeah, I'm the same way. I do have a lot of jars of ugly chicken, which Chris loves chicken salad, and with his gums the way they are, I took a jar out. I was going to make him some chicken salad. I've canned raw ground beef. Not a big fan, but I can dress it up if I know. I just, no matter what I try, it doesn't taste right, and that texture just, ugh. But I have a lot down there. I do have a lot down there that I pressure canned, and I got to start using it up. I like cheesecake in a jar. I never heard of that. I don't eat cheesecake. I don't like cheesecake, but I never heard of it in a jar either. My mama had 6 sisters, and I don't like that. I'd stick to baked chicken or Chinese with rice. I don't think that one failure is worth a redo. You know, I have trouble I want to make Chinese rice. And I have trouble with rice to begin with. Even in my Instant Pot, my rice, to me, the texture gets a little mushy at the bottom. I don't know why I can't make the perfect fluffy rice. So to make, because Taylor Elmore makes a great rice, stir fry type rice, like a rice, Chinese flavored rice or whatever. I would love to find a good recipe and try it. I think I should. I just haven't done it yet. I'm not a good rice maker. I've made it in rice pots and everything. And I literally have a rice cooker downstairs where it strictly does rice. 2 of them, I think. And then my Instant Pots do rice too. But it just never comes out like the consistency I want. And everybody else's does. I don't know. Love Annie Chun sticky. I never tried it. I don't know, because like the top part gets nice, but then on the bottom layer of the rice is always just so much. I don't know. I have to find a really good recipe. I don't know. Maybe I don't have the right kind of pans to do it either. I don't know. I have the Spanish rice pot. It's an actual Spanish rice pot. I don't know.
Why? Nothing was bad. You were literally talking about wiping coupons.
That's the only downside to having a ranch house. I hear everything. I mean, it's good, but like when we're watching TV and we have it up considerable, I go down there to the bathroom and it is freaking loud. Our TV is loud when it goes back there. 2 cups water to 1 cup rice. Never done it really. I mean, I've not plain white rice. I always do it in my Instant Pot or my rice cookers. I did try instant rice that I had. Did not like it. There were smaller pieces of rice and I just didn't like them. I like the long grain rice. It was the Minute Maid instant rice and I just didn't like it.
Hayden never answered his text. He said, I need to report back. I need
2 cups water, 1 cup rice. How long do I cook it for?
It's very rare.
I have to look at the bag. Although all my rice I took out of the bag and vac sealed, Mylard. But I can find the directions on there. I'm going to have to. I never actually tried making rice on just Spanish style rice, never plain white rice, except for that minute rice the other day. And I did not like it. I just wanted to get it out of my cabinet. Did not like it. I have a lot of Thrive Life rice down in the cans. There are just some things. Oh, bring to a boil and then put on simmer till the water is gone. Okay. So you put the water and the rice together, bring it to a boil, then simmer till water gone. I hear Sierra Mom. All right. Maybe I'll try it next week. I probably will try it. I didn't like jasmine rice. I tried it once. I didn't like it. My sister loves jasmine. I had bought some and I gave it all to her because I don't like jasmine rice. I've never tried the brown. I don't like brown rice, so I never tried that either. I have the Thrive Life rice though. I know, Fanatic. I'm taking notes too. I'm so grateful you're here. You guys got to check out Fanatic Connecting Guru's channel. If one of my mods could find his channel and put his link up there, he is such a welcome, relaxing time when you go to his live streams. I love it. There's people from all different genres in their YouTube channels. It's not just cooking, it's record collecting, all kinds of stuff. And it's just so nice. His channel is fabulous. He's got a little turtle he puts on his shoulder. I get a kick out of it every time. He's got this little turtle. I don't get to watch him as often as I'd like to because I'm usually busy, but I'll come for a cigarette. You all know me. I'll come and have a cigarette break over here and I'll pop in to see who's live. And that's usually when I will find him live is when I've come to have a cigarette break. And then I end up staying longer than I should. And I don't get back to my work because I love his channel. I do. He's just so genuine and he's out there to help everybody. But my biggest thing is I find some really wonderful channels through him. So go check him out. Thank you, Sandra. Sandra popped in your channel link. Sorry, my mind went blank for a minute. Gina, that's Fanatic Connecting Guru. He has a little turtle he puts on his shoulder. Oh my God, the first time I went into his live stream and saw that, I was like, I can't even touch critters. And he had a turtle on there. I don't think it's real though, because yesterday, this whole time I thought it was real until yesterday. I'm in his live stream and he's talking about shipping it to somebody. So that's when it hit me that it wasn't a real turtle. I never said anything because I didn't want to be a dingling and look stupid because I thought it was a real turtle. And then in the live stream, he's saying how he's going to box his turtle up and ship it to somebody. And I'm like, oh my God, it's not even a real turtle. Oh, it was so funny. Yeah, I'm going to have to check it out. I've never just took the time to make good, decent rice. Yeah, Gina, I had no idea it was a fake turtle for the longest time when I first started watching him. Until I heard him yesterday say he was going to box it up and send it to somebody. I'm like, oh my God, it's not even a real turtle. Oh, I haven't checked to see if it's even the right one. Hold on. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, that's him. That was the right one, honey. Oh yeah, Gina. His channel is more about helping others. So he'll sit there and chit chat about everything, and then he just gets others out there, which is so nice because I've found some really great channels from him, which is what I really enjoy watching. Yeah. We've been at a little over an hour. I'll go a few more minutes. I got to put my things away now and I have to go down and get the pizzas and hopefully Chris can eat them. I'm sure he can. What else did I want to talk about? So remember I was talking about how my eBay got hacked, my PayPal. So I get my child support through there from their dad. And Sierra was trying to figure out the best way for him to get it to me. So he went on to giftcards.com and he got like a Visa card. Okay. And then it's an e card. So you get an email saying you've got an e gift card. And I'm going to cover the numbers, but it looks like it tells you what it is. And it is a number there. And the whole thing has the number, the expiration date, and the little 3-digit code. And then it says to and from and a message, and it tells you how to redeem it and all that. So I tried it out. I printed it off. You can't just take it and go into a store with it, but you can use it online. And I used it to renew my AAA. And I used the balance of it to get her Amazon thing. And I still have like $9 on there, but they do work really well. So it's the same thing as getting a physical card at the store, except you can do it online and just send the link to somebody. And then the email says you have a gift card waiting or something like that. And I clicked on it and I followed the directions. Yeah. So that's a good way of doing things and not having to worry about your debit information getting on there. I think I'm going to do that a lot more. When I don't feel like going down to the store, I can just purchase one right online. Or actually not, because I'd have to pay for it somehow and I'd have to pay for it with an account. So maybe not. But it's good to have because I can get my support that way. And when I need to buy something or pay a bill, I can use that. And it saves me from having to go down and get a gift card. Crochet spa gift sets for my girls. What would be in a gift set, Sandra? We have fun. Hope to see you soon. Fanatic. What kind of stuff do you do?
Adopt Me Wolfgang. Because isn't that like the new zombie wolf or something?
I got this other bin up on my bureau that I've had for years, and it has tons of jewelry. When I was an Avon consultant, I have bought a lot of jewelry, and I've had this. I did a oyster party once where you open the oysters and you take the pearl out, and you can have it set in a jewelry setting that they did. And I did it when I was pregnant with the twins, and I kept it. And I had it set in a nice necklace. I had it put away in a little jewelry bag, and I was going to give it to her when she turned 18 or 16, one or the other. It's probably not something she'd wear because it was a pearl. And she probably would never wear it because it's not her type. But I've had that sitting in there. I have the garter belt from when me and her dad got married. And so I'm keeping all that stuff so that I can pass it on to her. We took ourselves off payroll yesterday. Oh, PayPal. I'm still undecided. I don't talk about controversial stuff on here, so I'm really not worried about them taking and finding me money. But I am on the other hand, I am. So I've been trying to figure out what to do with that about closing my account. I've had it since God 2000s, maybe earlier. So I'm kind of deciding, trying to figure out, do I want to take myself out of PayPal too? I don't know. Face washcloths, scrubbies, face towels, soap saver, and soap I ordered from Crazy Irish. How is her soap? I have like 100 bars of Dove soap. I bought when get my coupons, I get the big packs, like 6 packs of Dove. And I found a crazy good deal at BJ's where Chris likes his Lever 2000 soap. So I got like 50 bars of that, and we're still working on that. So that's why I haven't ordered any soap from Crazy, because we just have so much already.
Remember when we all used to be in a group, like all of us?
That's going to be nice, Sandra. Yeah, I'm still undecided about the PayPal or not. They're sending me a new card because of all this mess with the eBay purchase I made. So I am not going to link my new account with them. I'm just strictly going to use it with the PayPal balance in there. When he sends the money, I'm going to go withdraw it right away so that I have it. And that's how I'm going to use it, because it was so easy for our child support that way. That sounds really cool, Sandra. I can't use perfumey stuff. My nose, like even air fresheners, I can't use air fresheners that much. Even candles, like I used to love the midnight summer one from Yankee Candle, but now it just bothers my sinuses so bad. So I have to stick like watermelon flavor or strawberry or apple or vanilla. Or my favorite is the balsam and cedar for the Christmas time, which I have a bunch, or pine. I can't have those scenty ones. Yes, please do. That's going to be awesome, Sandra. Oh, the cat's coming to me. What? What? She's not bothering with you or something? Yeah. That would be nice. I'd like to see that. I got one of Free Hanley's pumpkins that I won. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. So much work goes into that stuff. People don't realize. And it's so beautiful. My mom's best friend made me a quilt. She made all 7 of us kids a quilt. It's beautiful. I have it in a tucked away in a bag because I'm afraid to ruin it. It's gorgeous. And she picked the patterns based on our personalities. And oh my God, I'll have to show it someday. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. I'll have to take it out and show you. It's in my room. Crazy was going to send me. Isn't Crazy going through a lot right now with her apartment? Her condo? I gather, I hear it in the live streams, but I don't really know what's going on. But from what I hear, she's going through a lot, that poor girl. She was all set to move into her grandma's house, wasn't she? And then all this happened with the leaks or something in her apartment. I don't know everything because I'm not in the loop anymore with them. But I hear it in the live streams, and I feel so bad she's going through all that kind of stuff. I've never tried crocheting or knitting. It's not something that I would be interested in, really. But my gosh, I know Free Hanley, she does some beautiful stuff. I saw somebody was doing these pot scrubbers. I don't know if it was Lisa Sutton or Bev at Heart. Somebody sent her some, and they were handmade pot scrubbers. I would like those. I used to make candles, but I don't anymore. Yeah, instant headache. Same for me, Mountaineer Mama. She had to do the work before she could sell it to her daughter. Oh my gosh, yeah. And as they're doing it, they're finding more and more, aren't they? Things that are wrong. Oh my gosh, it did more damage. That's too bad that she's got to deal with all that. I know it'll get done and it'll all be over at some point, but that's a lot for her to deal with. And that stops her from getting over to the other house and settling in and making it her own. Just prolongs everything. I'm really bad about keeping contact with everybody. I'm not good like that. I love you guys and I love all you guys. I just figure I'll do it live stream from here. But I'm bad like that. Doesn't mean I don't care about y'all. It's just the way it is. I'm like that with my own family. I very rarely call anybody, and it's so bad. I remember her putting the floors in because he had all the floor in the room sitting there waiting to be put down. I hope their insurance pays for it. God. I never could draw. I can draw a circle. That's my rock. I'll draw a rock circle. I did, well, for my very first, all right, I was supposed to get married to the boy's father, and I called it off. But I made all the baskets. I got cheap baskets from the Salvation Army and stuff like that. And I bought satin and silk and put it all in the basket. And I did all the trimming around with the lace and the white wedding flowers. They were beautiful. I ended up selling them all. And I did cake tops, plastic cake tops with the heart-shaped cake top, and added things to it. Oh, God. It was all supposed to be for my own wedding, and I ended up selling it all. I made good money. But that was in my 20s. I did all that. I think it's on them or the owners. I think Crazy said it wasn't on her, but who knows? I'm sure she's getting the runaround at some points on some things. That's how insurance companies do it. They don't want to pay out. I hope she gets it all straightened out, because I was so excited for her to get over to Grammy's house and make that place her own, and she deserves it. Where she lives, there's a lot of craziness going on, and she deserves all the good stuff to happen, and it will. It's just taking longer than she expected, and we just have to keep good thoughts about everything that's going on. And she's smart. She knows how to handle it. It's just a lot of stress, I bet, though. All right, so I got an hour and 19 minutes, so I'll go for a few more minutes, and then I'm going to have to go. I know, Be Charming, because it's going to be hers, and she'll have a yard for the dog, and that's what I say. It may take her a while, but she'll get there, and she'll finally be able to focus on her. Will she be in before the really bad weather? I don't know. I don't know. I have not been keeping up with it. I just hear snippets when I pop into her live, but I don't really know anything. I don't keep in contact with her offline anymore like we used to. It's nothing she did or I did. It's just I stepped back from YouTube, as I've told you guys before, and I don't pop into the lives as much anymore, and I don't go up on panel anymore. And I prefer it that way because I'm more at peace and I'm not feeling like I have to be there. Um, and then all the drama that ensued with other channels, I just took a step back because I realized I didn't want to, that's not me. So I kind of stepped back from it all. Doesn't mean I don't like them. I just kind of pulled myself back because I knew how I get. And I was on here all the time and I wasn't getting anything done. That's the major reason. Is I realized I was so hooked on being on a panel and being live all the time. My house was suffering. I was so lazy. I'm not even kidding you. I'd have my laundry piling up for weeks at a time. I'd have nothing done around here. And I was like, oh my God, this isn't right. Oh. I left an office job and worked part-time as a cake decorator. Loved it and have, wow, I don't know how to do that either. I thought I heard her say maybe the end of the November. I hope it happens before the weather gets really bad. Lee, do y'all still get visits from Stedding? Not lately, but Chris talked to him the other day, and I don't know what's happening with that. He comes out here when he's got a chance with his company to drive a load out this way. That's why he comes out here. If there's no loads coming out this way, he doesn't come out to visit us. But they talk all the time. He told me last night when he go home, he would just talk to Stedding. They talk all the time. Yeah. Oh, I'm making up. Yeah, because I don't go outside much right now. It's too cold for me. So the only stuff I do inside is cooking. And once we start running the fireplace, I'll be doing some fireplace cooking. I got some more cast iron. I got a smaller Dutch oven with a flat bottom. Instead of that big, heavy one that I have with the legs on it. I also bought a reflector oven, which we're going to be doing videos with that of me actually using it. Thank God I have that lip outside of the fireplace so that I can lay it right on there. It's going to be fit perfectly right on there. So I'll be doing some baking things in there. Yeah, but we haven't lit the fireplace yet. I know Be Charming when he gets into, if he's in his truck, he can't see the chat because he's driving. So unless somebody points out that you've said hi, he doesn't have it. He can't read anything. He does not look at the chat unless he's pulled over and he's doing a live from his tablet where he's sitting there in front of the tablet and he's not driving. But when he's driving, he doesn't read he can't see the chat. So, and he's had a lot going on at home. He's been having to go back home more often recently. So it's been a little bit of that. But yeah, he can't respond if unless somebody that's doing the live stream like me right now, unless I read what he says or what one of you says, he doesn't know. He can't see that. So, and I wouldn't want him to be trying to read while he's driving. I don't like that at all. I don't like it at all. I know he said he stopped watching my cooking videos because of when he was in a traffic jam once where there was an accident on the highway and he was really hungry and he watched my cooking, my ribs in the fireplace. He called me and yelled at me because it looked so damn good and he was so hungry and he was stuck in traffic for 3 hours and he couldn't eat. It's like, I'm done watching your videos. You make me so hungry. He literally had Chris put me on the phone so he could yell at me. Hey, Ginger Ninja. How are you, honey? Yeah, so I don't think he watches much of my videos right now, especially the cooking ones. But I already told him because he told me, when I come up there, you're not sending me home with all this stuff. You're always loading me up with food and stuff. I said, okay, I'm not going to send you home with nothing this time. And I told Chris, as a matter of fact, I'm not cooking at all while he's here. You guys want to eat, you cook. But I don't know when he's coming. Like I said, from what I remember, if he has a load from his, he has a location for his company out this way in another town right from here. If they have a load out this way, he'll offer to take it so he can come stay here. So I don't know how often that happens. Howdy do. I got to get that Arrow Garden that Heroic Prepper sent me. I have to get that going. I haven't done that yet. I have so much lettuce outside that I grew that I've ignored. My peas are still hanging out there. They're probably dead by now. Like I said, once it gets cold, I don't go outside. So it doesn't make sense for me to do a fall garden, even in the greenhouse, because I don't even like going and taking the walk to the greenhouse. It's right there. But being outside, I get instant sore throats and instant headaches. So I don't think I'll do a fall one next year. I just don't like to take the time to go outside when it gets cold. How have you been, Ginger Ninja? Ginger Ninja, why can't I find your channel? One moment, please. I didn't even notice that she might not. Oh, let me see. I'm hitting the wrong buttons over here. My Lord. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I don't have it either. What happened to it? Let me see. Oh, wait, I do have it. One moment, please. Hold on, I'll put it in there. I have it. Did you already get it, Sandra Moody? Okay, she already got it. Sandra Moody just put Ginger Ninja's link there. Did Steddon give you the bourbon rib recipe when he was there earlier? The bourbon rib? No, but I have the bourbon mac and cheese recipe. I know, she's fast, right? I have it up, but she had it already. I'm still subbed to Ginger Ninja. She did her last video 2 weeks ago. It was a short. Chicken, mashed potatoes, and gravy casserole. Oh my God. Yum. Yep. No, I don't have a bourbon rib recipe. Did he say he had one? Although, when I went to Ollie's last year, and I bought a bunch of cast iron no, it wasn't Ollie's. It was Thrift Books. That's what it was. I bought 2 cast iron cookbooks. They had different covers. Okay, those covers you can take off. 2 different covers. I looked in the book and they were both exactly the same book. Shifty, shady crap they were doing. All the recipes, literally page to page to page, the same page numbers, everything. The book was exactly the same on both of them, except for the covers on the book. I have one in a bag to go to Goodwill because the other one I have here. But I was all excited because I'm like, they just took 2 different recipes from the book and made 2 different covers, if not more. But the 2 that I got, the books were totally the same, right from the index to the end glossary. Every page was the same, just 2 different covers. I was so pissed off. And I didn't notice it because I had bought these books a long, long time ago. And I just leafed through them the other day and noticed it. I could say and call Thrift Books and say I want my money back on one, but I don't feel like having to ship it back. So I'm just going to bring it to the Goodwill. Yeah, Ginger Ninja, me too. I haven't been doing any videos. All these videos that I've been dropping are ones that I have saved up. Yes, the mac and cheese was the one they made too strong because they used the bourbon. Then they used Gouda cheese that was flavored bourbon. And he put way too much bourbon in it for my liking, anyways, because I'm not an alcohol drinker. So, yeah. So, even he said he'd probably cut it down next time to like a half a cup or a fourth of a cup or whatever it was. I do have that recipe still. I should give the book away. Yeah, maybe I will do that. That's a good idea. I have it in a bag. I will do that. I will do that. Because I just hate going to the post office to mail stuff out, but I'll do it. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'm going to write that down. All right, I'm going to write that down so that I won't forget, and I'll take it out of there. I have some DVDs too. They're second DVDs because I had them already, and I like Armageddon. I know I had 2 of those. Freddy versus Jason. A lot of the Fast and Furious ones I had 2 or 3 of. That's the one I was thinking about. But I bet you could make crock pot bourbon barbecue. Oh my God. Yum. I have a lot of ideas, honestly. I just get lazy. I've been just so lazy lately. I don't know. But I have a lot of ideas. I'm going to be doing some more fire. Once we start getting that fireplace going, I'll be doing some cooking in that. Now that I have that reflector oven. And I bought some new cast iron pans. I have the muffin one I want to make muffins in. I use the pie one to make the apple crisp. But I found a new apple crisp recipe I'm going to try. And I have some apples in the fridge. They're not Granny Smith. I'd have to get some Granny Smith probably. And I have a new Dutch oven. I do want to get the deep 3.5 quart chicken fryer one, all-purpose one. It's like $40. I want to get that. I do want to get that. That's my last one that I think I want is that. I have the 13 by 9. I have the pizza stone, not the pizza stone, the round pizza one. But I do want that deep one. They used to call them the chicken fryer, but now it's just the 3.5. It's like tall sides. That's the one I really want, but it's like $40. And I'm trying to do one thing that we want a month or that I want. I'm trying to get all our bills ahead. So, so the cheese grater that rotary cheese grater that I got, I did an unboxing on. That was this month's purchase, because I also got some 4 jars, lids, and tea towels. So that's it for October. What's Chris doing besides working, hunting, fishing? He didn't get his license for hunting this year. He's going to be focusing on getting his teeth out over this winter, and still working. And every time him and my son make a plan to do it, my son ends up not doing it. I think he closed up his boat for this year, because he's got his little one now and another one on the way. And Chris just wants to stay home and relax. He's did a lot with the greenhouse and a lot with the raised beds, and I just wanted to let him be. And being home, watching some TV and movies and playing his games is what he wants right now. So that's what he's been doing. Yeah, I do have to do one because someone said I made it to 1K. So I probably should do a 1K one. I should do a video on steps of cooking, cleaning, and caring for cast iron. I could use some help. Haven't done it much and not. I would, but I'm not good at it. I don't know if I even do it right. I get very, when it's time for me to do it, I get really scared. I just have trouble. I don't think I put the oven on high enough when I'm doing it. And I seem to use Crisco when I do it. I do have some of the Lodge spray that I think it was Stedding gave it to me. It's a spray you use. I don't use that much. I use Crisco, but I don't think I put it high enough in the oven, and I think I'm doing it wrong. And then sometimes I just oil it really, and then I take a lot of it off, and then I just hang it up. So I don't think I'm the best person to listen to for that, honestly, because I don't know if I'm doing it right. I'm collecting stuff for a 500 sub giveaway, but I still have a ways to go. You know what I found helps? And I'm not trying to, say, go do this if that's all you care about is getting higher and higher, because that's not why I was doing it. I was finding new channels like Connecting Guru. I happened to stumble on him one day, and I went into the chat, and he just so happens to be one that pushes other people's channels out and helps them get to where they need to get. And he explains how the process is, because there's a process with YouTube, and I've learned from him. If you go and sub to somebody, you can't just sub to them and that's it. Because 24 hours later, YouTube will take that sub off of you. You have to watch a video. You have to comment. You have to share it out. I think there's steps to it where YouTube catches on to when you're just going to sub to people. And you can't say that. You can't say that word. He says it a different way. He doesn't say what we all are, that word. He doesn't say subscriber. He says another word because they flag you for that stuff, apparently. I noticed I was 1,000 yesterday, and this morning I wasn't. Because if you just go and subscribe to these channels and that's it, they know what you're doing. You're just doing it to bump them up. So you have to literally watch a certain amount of time on their videos, put comments in to show that you're legitimately following them. That's what I learned. I don't know how true, but I know that's what I hear. And I noticed when I was going into his channel and he was shouting me out, I didn't even know he was going to do it. I just found his channel very interesting, and I liked how he was, getting me aware of other people's channel. I was getting tons of subscribers, but whether they watch me or not, unless they comment, I don't know. I don't know all those analytics things. I don't follow that on my page, and I still don't know. And all this time, I don't know if I've ever wanted to be monetized. I've been struggling with that. So it's because this channel was always just about for my grandkids and my family to see me after I'm gone. It had nothing to do with being monetized and all that. So I don't know what I'm going to do. But you do have to go in other live streams and they will push your channel. That's how I noticed it was happening for me. Is I would find channels that it seemed really interesting, and I would go in, and I found Crazy May's Stash. She's a channel, and she lives out here in Mass, and she inherited storage units from her uncle, and she's auctioning off some of this stuff. It's amazing. He had Jacqueline Kennedy's snippets of hair because he was a hairstylist. He has all the line of her sunglasses, jewelry she wore, and beautiful boxes he had in the storage unit. He must have been, I think he was a drag queen or something too. He had rolls that she opened up of jewelry, these finger rings that go across like a dragon on your finger and they move, and amazing stuff. She doesn't know about it until she pulls it out of the bin. Some of this stuff is worth a lot of money. Antique phones that you put on the wall. I mean, it's insane. Some of this stuff is brand new. And she's right here in Boston, and
Oh my God.
Avon stuff that's vintage. So she's finding this stuff and she's going through it little by little and doing auctions and things on her channel. Found that through one of these channels. I think it was Fanatic Guru. I can't remember. Yes, Cowboy Kent. Han Solo's right. I have him on my favorites list. And that's how come I bought the Stargazer cast iron because of him, which I hardly ever use. I don't know why I don't use it. But yeah, dust off that hashtag. But yeah, you need to go into more live streams that where more people from different genres see you. Because I was sticking with strictly this community all the time. And it's the same people. How are we ever going to get out there to other people if it's just me, Ginger Ninja, Sandra Moody, Han Solo? It's us, the same people every day in Crazy Irish and Trust. You're not going to meet new people. Hardly. And so I was finding recipe sites that, there's very few recipe channels that actually do live streams, but Six Sisters does them once in a while. Bev's Half Acre Homestead. She's the very first one I found, and then Lisa Sutton. And I go in their channels and watch their videos. I don't go into their live streams much because I'm never on at that time that they're doing them. But I met who did I meet? Was it Miss Sharon? Through Bev? Did I meet you, Miss Sharon, through Bev? Okay, I think so. Yeah, I would follow Kent Rollins. I would love to help you, but I don't think I do it right. I could be wrong. Because sometimes when I'm doing my cast iron, I get a film like dots. And I heard that it's because my heat's not high enough. So, because I panic. He's really good. He's got some good videos on that. I wouldn't want to tell you a way to do it and then ruin your cast iron. I just wouldn't want to do that to you. It kind of sucks how they do. When I take time to sub a channel, they shouldn't erase what I do or what I want to see. What do you mean? Who, YouTube? Giggles pops in every once in a while. I know she goes over to Diamond Lil. But I bet she's busy with the grandbaby. That baby's beautiful. And you could so see Giggles' face in that baby. That's Giggles. It's so cute and adorable. Yeah, Sandra Moody. That's why I did this channel. Granted, Bigfoot really got me over my stage fright by telling me if he could do it, I could do it. And that was the push that I needed to get out there. And I'll forever be grateful. I'll forever be grateful to Bigfoot for that. He's what got me off my hiney to do it. and then trust in God. He was so comfortable to be around on the live streams and was patient with me and they all helped me so much to learn the steps and the buttons and everything else. And I would have never done it without all of them. I never would have. So I thank God I thank them very much for all their help in future generations. If you remember my very first 2 videos, I was on basket case asking for help. Remember? If you go back to my very first 2 videos, I'm like, help. You get used to it. You get used to it. I never liked my picture taken. I'm hardly in any pictures. You'll hardly find me in any. But now, I don't care. I'm from the Midwest and sound boring. I don't have an accent. I don't think so. I think I saw you, TJ and Lake, on panel and clicked being nosy. I'm ashamed. Yeah. You got to start out the way you feel comfortable. And I still don't feel comfortable doing videos. I really don't. I tend to ramble and I freeze. I just do. I don't know what it is when I like right here, I'm fine because I have you to interact with. That's why I do these live streams, because I can read the chat and interact. And I stopped having panels. And the reason I stopped having panels because people were talking over each other. That's why. People would talk over each other. And sometimes people would talk and dominate it. And I also would forget about people in chat. And I wouldn't focus my thoughts on there and wouldn't read. And I didn't like that about myself. I wanted to include everybody because you are the reason I come here to chit chat. So I realized for me, it was better for me to just have myself on panel and focus on the chat. And I noticed a lot of my viewers have gone since then. I don't have a lot of the same, I had a lot more and some of them are just gone, and that's okay. I don't like when you get up on panel and they take their faces off. I really don't like that. What's the point? You're just looking at an icon. I find that I don't like that, and I kind of tune out after a while. I noticed I do that. I tune out. So I don't even stay and watch. But then there's that other side to it. For me, I was not paying attention to people in chat when I was up on panel, and I didn't like that about myself at all. I saw you and TJ smoking. I got to be comfortable. I got to be me. I'm not going to be a fake me. How long did it take for you to get the hang of posting on YouTube? I still have trouble with it, Gina. I still have a lot of trouble with it. I do not know how to edit videos on YouTube. I have never used YouTube Studio to upload a video and edit in it. I've never done that. I upload it, but I don't edit in the YouTube Studio. I don't know how. I use a thing on my computer. I have an HP computer, and there's a video editor on there. And I just drag my clips onto my desktop from my phone. I link, okay, I take this cord. It's always plugged into my computer. I plug my phone in where I've done the videos. And then I'll go into the editor part and I'll see my picture clips. I'll slide them to my desktop in order of how they were done, because they're in order on the phone. Then I open up my video editor at the bottom on my taskbar, and I drop the clips into there, and then I drop them into the order they need to be, and I let that do the rest, and it puts it all together, and I hit finish or export, and then it puts the whole video together, and then I save that to a file I have on my computer with a scan disk thing. I don't save it to my memory because it will bog down my computer and it only holds so much. So I have a SanDisk card I have saved in there, and it says YouTube videos to put up and YouTube videos already put up. And I'll save the ones that I do into the ones that need to get put up. And then I'll go to YouTube Studio and I'll upload a video. That's it. You can edit all your videos in YouTube Studio, but I've never done that. I wouldn't even know how. And I don't know how to trim a video. I don't know how to split a video. I don't know all that stuff. So I'm very bad at that. I just shove them all into the space they need to go, and I let the computer software put it into a video and I export it to my desktop. That's it. I don't know how to do any more than that, and I don't want to. The main reason I do videos for my kids and grandkids to know how I do things. Yeah, me too, even though I make a mess a lot. Lee, try saying talking in a sentence. What are you talking about? Sierra's talking up a storm in there. Is that what you want me to do? I feel like I'm listening in on a private convo on some lives. I had to get out of those. Yeah. I find that when I don't want to bash other people's live streams. Some things are just not for me. That's all. I find that I get bored and I move on. I am not photogenic, especially since the skin cancer and reconstruction. My face changed a lot, damaged eyes and shape. Don't worry, look at me, girl. Okay, I just noticed over here, I have like wrinkles and my eye goes down. My dental work, my teeth. Where is it? Right here. I have this tooth up here, and that's why I never would be in pictures, but I don't care anymore. It doesn't bother me anymore. I don't know why it doesn't bother me anymore. I'm not techie, Gina. I'm far from it. I have to have my daughter help me with stuff. I know there's like One Shot, Lake Fairy uses One Shot. It's free, and I think it's on her phone. Chris even does them on his phone. I don't know how to do all that. So I don't mess with that. I put it, and if it's free, it's for me. I don't want to be paying to be doing something and have to remember another payment and another subscription. Video Guru. I know you sent me that before, and I did use it a few times, and then it wanted me to pay, and I'm like, no. And I don't like to add music because I don't want to worry about the copyright. So HP here, the video editor, has music. And I used it once, and I still got a copyright. It's all built into the stuff, and I still got a copyright. So I'm like, no more. No more. Being in the grocery store, I did some videos, and I got copyrighted on that. And I had to go in, and luckily the copyrights weren't affecting my channel, they said. So I left it alone. But my PC won't recognize my phone, so I have to send them to myself in Messenger. Oh, God, yeah, that's a lot. It highlights your accent. Oh, I have an accent. Take pictures and videos on my phone and use the Video Guru app to edit. Yeah, I remember you were saying it. I just had trouble with it. And I never wanted to mess with it, so I never really dug into it. I'm back. So sorry, my friend with Parkinson's. Oh, my grandmother died of Parkinson's. That's what she had.
Look at the 114 trying to kill them.
Oh, wow. I'm going on 2 hours. I think I'm going to drop it in 5 minutes because that'll be 2-hour mark. It's almost 5. Although I have nothing to really do, but I don't know. Look at me. I'm in my sweatshirt because it was chilly in here earlier. Then I started moving around and I got hot. And then I took it off. And then I put it back on. You just exit off of it. Okay, I'll have to check it out again. I find that this one on HP is just fine. It's just cooking videos. I don't need to have a lot of little things inserted. And I'm just doing it so my family has it. If this YouTube is still even there when they get older and want to look at it, they may not even want to see me like that. I don't know. Before I was so anal about having 3 videos on a day, and some days I just don't put any on. Sometimes I schedule them, sometimes I don't. It depends on if I don't feel well and I don't want to get on to upload. I'll schedule a few. But that's why I'm not so stressed about monetizing, because some days I just don't want to do a video, I don't want to be locked into a commitment where people expect me to do a video every week. Like a lot of my cooking shows, they do like 1 video a week with 3 recipes, and they do a lot of editing and a lot of things, and they make it look so professional. I don't have time for all that. I don't want to do all that. I just want to be me. And if I want to be lazy one day, and like I just uploaded my crock pot video with my ribs, and I forgot to video him eating it and us eating it. So you don't even see that part. I almost didn't put that one up, but I showed it cooking in the crock pot, but I forgot to show the end result. But I put it up. I know. That's the thing, Fanatic. I'm still deciding, do I want to monetize? I don't want to be obligated. I don't want to have to add one more form to my taxes. I already have my Thrive Life form I got to add. And I have to keep all my receipts. And the only good thing about it is if I do a coupon haul or a grocery haul, or I buy something, I can submit that receipt because I showed it on video. That's the only reason I would do it. I'm not sure though. I'm not good with schedules. I don't like to do like a lot of the channels are doing collabs and things like that, crockpot collabs and Fall Fest and all this. I don't want to be committed. I love watching their channels and I get a lot of great recipes and things, but I don't want to be committed to doing it. Oh, a lady with Parkinson's hit you. Yep, I'm just about keeping it simple. She had Parkinson's too that hit you. Yeah, I don't know if I could bring myself to sue. Yeah, I just don't like to be committed, or I can't even sit through Crazy Irish and Trust live streams in full anymore because I'm so busy. I'm running back and forth, and I had to do it that way because I wasn't getting anything done in the house. And then you get off and you sleep half the day away. I don't want to do that. No, I wasn't getting dinner on the table at a decent time. And then I would have to do my own videos of cooking dinner, and I'd be rushing around because I'd spent all day on a live stream. I can't do it for me anymore. It doesn't work for me. I know everybody's got different lifestyles and different schedules, and it works, Some people stay up all night and they love those late night ones. I'm in bed by sometimes 8:30, 9 o'clock. Yep, I want everything easy and simple. I'm very simple now. But it doesn't mean I don't care about everybody that I started out here with, because I love Crazy Irish and Trust in God and all of them. I do. It had nothing to do with them. It's just me. I can't be on for hours and hours all the time. I was listening yesterday while I was working on my meds. I had my table covered with all my med bins, and I learned it was okay to put the volume up and not sit here. I could work while I was doing it, while I was watching it. The tube was running me, so I learned less videos of better quality. Yep, me too. Yep. But like I said, remember, I've told you guys, I've learned a lot these last 2 years. It was more about myself and what I needed to change about myself. I was like, before YouTube, I was hooked on sweepstakes. I have Fanatics, I have Freebie Mom, I have Julie's. Those were all sites that you get all kinds of sweepstakes and things like that you could enter. I would spend almost 24 hours a day entering sweepstakes. I had a binder set up with January through February tabs and the sweepstakes name and when it ended. I literally was so organized with these sweepstakes. Kept my winnings in a folder too with the emails. That's how deep I was into these sweepstakes. And I didn't sleep. I was up at all hours of the morning because they would say to enter at certain times were the best chance. And my Facebook was flooded with sites that was all sweepstakes. And I got deep into that. It was overtaking my life. I was not sleeping. I had to get off of that too. I did win a lot, but I had to get off it. Yeah, Sandra, I had to learn to just let the videos play and me step away and do what I need to do, and I could still hear it. That took a long time for me to let myself get away from the computer, not sit here and stare at it. And then my back started hurting. So I've learned what works best for me and how I can still support these channels that I've grown to care about like crazy and trust. Just not having to be there 24/7, sitting there for the 8-hour lives or the 4-hour lives, but pop in and I have a cigarette break and come over. You know how I'll say cigarette break because I'm over there doing something, listening. Then I'll come over here and have a cigarette, and that's when I'll get in chat. I had to let myself do that.
Bro, literally, no way, bro.
Yeah. I just had to learn. That was the best way for me to do it and still get my work done here because I'm choosing to stay home and not get out there and have a job. So I can't let this house fall behind and be dingy because then I'm one of those people that don't want to work and don't want to upkeep her home. And that's not me. Hey, Firefly. And it's a lot to pick up after this family, especially myself. I'm a slob. I leave things out on the counter and that table's never, we don't sit down and eat at that table anymore because I always have stuff on it. I have stuff on it all the time. I just walked out of work. Oh, you done for the day? Don't tell me you're going swimming in the lake or the river or something because it's flipping cold. It's 53 here. I love these channels because I would have never met these interesting people. Ginger Ninja, Sandra Moody, Firefly. Oh my God, Firefly is the most interesting person you'll ever meet. All of you guys, Han Solo, Joe Morgan, Ms. Sharon. I mean, Fanatic Guru. I love his channel. He's so calm. I love his channel. All of you guys are just great. You know, you've been there since I started and you've stayed, even though I'm like the most not exciting person. And for people that actually stay through the beginning and stay to meet with me now, that shows me I have a good group. 60 at your area. Hi, Iva's Journey. How are you? I was just telling everybody how wonderful. I have the most wonderful group of people here in my YouTube community. Remember the one with the blonde dreads, the long ones? Where is she? Oh God, what was her name? I forget her name. I somehow got unsubscribed to her and I can't find her. She was awesome. She had long blonde dreads and she'd worked with hair. She did hair. God, what was her name? I can't. She disappeared off of my subscription list. Like a lot of them did. I had to resubscribe to Guru the other day, resubscribe to Trust a few times. For some reason, they just took me off of all my subscriptions and I had to keep going back. Prepping 101, they unsubscribed me like 10 times with him. I have to constantly go in and resubscribe. It's like group chat with all my sisters around the world. Yeah. I haven't done a whole lot of lives, Miss Sharon. Honestly, any lives that I've done, they're going to be in my master playlist. I make sure they're in there, but I haven't been doing a whole lot. I know who you mean, but I can't think of her name either. Yeah. Hey, Sherry Leach is the one I met in our Half Acres homestead. That's the one. What was her name? Oh, the one with the dreads. I loved her. Katie. Wasn't it Katie? Katie. One moment, please. I'm going to see if I can find her. Katie. I had her in my subscription list and she disappeared. Oh, I don't know. Dreamweavers. Dreamweavers. Oh, let me see if she's still under Dreamweavers. Let me see. I remember that was the name, Dreamweaver. Oh my God, it takes me. Nope, I'm not finding it. She might have changed her name. She might have changed it. Yes, it was Dreamweaver something. Dreamweaver Dreads. Yes. Sherry, hi. You're driving through the ghetto? Dreamweaver Dreads. Let me look for that. Dreamweaver Dreads.
No, he's not.
It's not coming up with anything. She might have changed it.
The person who's hired them in.
Yeah, I don't see her. It looks like she changed it. Oh. Yep, she was in Canada. Katie Cork. Let me see if she has it under her name, Katie Cork. Nope. Nope. Yeah, no, it's not coming up. I miss her. And hold on.
Just say he keeps spam killing people.
There she is. Oh my God, thank you so much. Couldn't find it. It wasn't showing up. Thank you, Ginger Ninja. You guys are awesome. Awesome. I thought I lost her forever. She just disappeared and I couldn't find it again. I got her now and I subscribed. I'm going to hit that bell too. I'm going right over to here. I felt so bad because I just couldn't find her. And yeah, I got her. I thank you. Thank you so much, Ginger Ninja. I subbed to her again. All right, guys, listen, it's after 2 hours. So I think I'm going to let y'all go. And I'm going to go and dig out those frozen pizzas and get those ready to go. I don't know when Chris is getting home. I'm really not even that hungry. What did I have today? I had a plate of French fries. Some frozen French fries in my air fryer. But yeah, I'm going to get settled in for the night, get my pillow out here so I can have it on my couch. And I was supposed to vacuum today and I didn't do that. If you change the filter setting to channel in the search, sometimes it makes the smaller channels. Oh, okay. Bye, Sandra Moody. Bye, everybody. It was so nice hanging in there with you. And I enjoyed it. Look at me, over 2 hours. So sorry. But everybody have a great day. I got stuff to do. I do got to clean up the kitchen just a little bit. But everybody have a great night. I might see what Prepping 101's doing tonight and pop in there. We'll see. Right now we're focused on the Sons of Anarchy. We're on that last disc box. So we're on the last season. bacon. Oh, potatoes and bacon soup, homemade bread. I gotta make a bread. I think I might do that too this weekend. Make a bread. Although tomorrow night I'm gonna have Brockton, and they just announced that. Here I am. I'm not even paying attention. They announced that the McDonald's around here are having those Halloween buckets. So I want to take him to go get every year I take him to get a Halloween bucket. So I want to go take him to get a Halloween bucket. Because when we go to my other son's house, they got to collect candy along the trail so he could collect it in that Halloween bucket. I got to watch Handmaid's Tale. The newest one. It's probably up there. I got to watch that. Everybody have a good evening. I might make those French breads this weekend. We'll see how much time I have with Brockton here. Somebody go by. Somebody's got to go live. Firefly said. Why don't you go live? I'll turn it on and listen while I'm doing my stuff. Go live, girl. You'd be surprised at how many people pop in. I had the whole crew in here, all my originals. And I'm so happy. I love it when they all pop in. And anywho, I gotta go. But if you go live, Firefly, I'll turn it on and I'll watch. And I even brought my laptop in the other day in the kitchen to watch one of their lives. I forget who it was. While I was cooking. Oh, I watch a lot on Hulu. Although Chicago Fire and PD just left Hulu and went to Peacock. But I watch a few different shows on Hulu. Once I get it on like DVD, you know. Oh, you're driving. Well, pull over, put on another video of something, and I gotta go. I've been on over 2 hours and I gotta go. All right, listen, guys. Mwah. Appreciate all of you. Have a good night. I'll see you on the flip side somewhere.